Hello. Kind of doing this one by myself. My technical help left me. Anyway, turn this off. It needs to cool a little bit. Can you see that? That chicken's just falling off the bone. Let me try to show y'all. There's a chicken leg. How about that for a chicken leg? Chicken's just falling, literally falling off. There's some meat. So, I'm going to take that off the heat. I need it to cool. It's going to cool. While that cools, I'm going to start making these dumplings. First thing I'm going to do, that's just been cooking and I've just walked in here. Go over here and wash my hands. That's how we start them all. We got to wash our hands. And then we're going to do it in the kitchen. Hello. Welcome back. Y'all going to get sick of hearing do it in the kitchen. But anyway, decided on a name for this. I think I'm going to call it, I do that all the time. What's I going to call it? Pot pie pizza. How's that for a name? Anyway, when I get my mess cleaned up, I wash my dishes and left all this mess I got scattered. It's a little bit different than how I make dumplings for Shay, but nobody else really likes them, so there wasn't any reason to make them. She quit eating meat, so there was no reason. And then she went gluten-free on me. But anyway, we're going to use 1 cup of self-rising flour, a 1/2 cup of shortening, and a 1/2 cup of milk. And you know, I like to roll things out over here, but I think I'm going to do it here so I'll be a little bit closer. I think I'll have enough room to do it here. Then y'all can see what I'm doing. Then y'all can see what I'm doing. And if y'all don't know, I have a YouTube channel. Go to YouTube. Do it like my name, D-U-E-I-T-T, in the kitchen. Like, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications. I don't really turn mine on, but I want y'all to. Because I'll turn mine on for y'all if y'all will for me. Anyway, we're going to get this show on the road. Alright, remember I told y'all a cup of flour. Some people are complaining because I don't use recipes. I'll give y'all one. A cup. This is a 1/4 cup. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And a 1/2 cup of shortening. First one was a 1/2 cup. Imagine that. Those chances wasn't good. Must be getting better at this. I don't like doing this that way. Half a cup. Wash my rolling pin. I just remember I should have done that before I got started. But I didn't. Okay. Let me see if I can show y'all what I do. Get this camera. I don't know if y'all are seeing this or not, but you just smash it like that. Try to get it up high enough where you can. Now I'm going to take it back over here where it's comfortable for me. You didn't see it, we'll edit that out, or he can. I don't know how to edit nothing. And I'm going to just tell y'all, I know about how much a 1/2 cup of milk is. And I'm going to pour it in this thing just for y'all. For the fussing people. Curious people, how about that? I just ain't a recipe kind of person. I'm going to bring this over here and try to let y'all see how it's going to look. I hope y'all getting that. And what I'm going to do, oh yeah, it's got to have just a pinch of salt. You know, I got to put salt in everything. I like salt. Salt makes things taste better. Shut this milk up. Put this milk in here a little bit at a time, in case I don't need all of it. Y'all, I just think, you know, we need to be praying for all these people with COVID. Myself, my son, my mother-in-law, my aunt, we're just getting over it. I just, when you're coming down off of it, right when you think you're better, I'll break out with a cough. I'm like, Lord, I've had several friends with it and cousins and whatnot. And, you know, we'll think we're well and then we ain't well. My mother-in-law, she was pretty sick, my aunt, and I just, you know, it's awful. I got an uncle with it right now. And I think we need to be in much prayer for these people, and the ones we don't know has it. We don't know if they have it or not. But anyway, see, that needs some more milk in it. That's how you always know. You bring it over here so y'all can see. It gets real pasty. But anyway, that's about to get right. And put the rest of my milk. Getting about right. I'm going to sprinkle me some flour on here. This is all self-rising. A lot of people like to make dumplings with not self-rising, but I've done it with both. First time I ever made them, I didn't know you're supposed to not use self-rising, so I didn't know. And I just used, and I should be sifting this flour, because I see, y'all saw me sift it to put it back in there, but I done got it out there now. I have some lumps. Pick that up. Oh well. We'll work them out because it should have been good because I sifted it before I put it back in here. Always. Always. Never put it back without sifting it, but I don't know where that's coming from. We're going to see how this goes. If it goes well, we'll use it. If it don't, we'll say that wasn't a good recipe. Might as well use it all. My mama was watching that other video and she heard me say to wash my hands and she said, yep, that's right. She was happy. I said, well, Mom, that's what you told me. Now, see me washing that rolling pin. Maybe that'll make her happy. But anyway, back to the COVID. It's been a real experience. This new normal, I don't like it. I don't know about you all, but it's not been good for me. I don't like the new normal. I don't like it at all. Yeah, that's gonna have to be washed. Well, if I don't get it good and dry, I tell you what, the flour ought to stick to it good, huh? Don't y'all think? And well, after I get this, I'm behind. I'm telling you what. I got to get a tray, and I got to lay it over here, because I got to get some foil on the tray. Put the tray in the freezer, because the dumplings have to get cold. They just have to. They just do better when they're cold. I can't tell you why. They just do. Because I've stuck them straight in. It seems like they get mushy. So, let's go get out one of these here cookie sheets. Put them dumplings on it. Show y'all how I do that. All right. Now I'm going to put some wax paper down. Normally I would use oil or some saran wrap, but you use anything. Got to put something in between it. So we're going to use wax paper this time. So the dumplings won't be stuck to that. Now, that feels pretty good. Let's just leave you sitting right here. Too much. I have Get this going. What I'm going to do, y'all going to be shocked. I'm going to take that chicken. That's why I called it pot pie pizza. Because I'm going to take that chicken and I'm going to take it. I'm just showing y'all because they got to get cold. But I'm going to roll. I'm going to put cheese in this dumpling. And I'm going to roll it around the cheese like that. I'm going to do it right now because I got to take that off the bone. But I want y'all to know what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to freeze it with that cheese. And I'm going to take the chicken that I take off the bone and I'm going to put a can of cream of chicken soup and I'm going to let that meat and that chicken set. In fact, I need to go ahead and do that. Whoops, I got ahead of myself. I made it back to do it in the kitchen. Wash my hands. It's always a must. So y'all can see that that's always part of it. This chicken is deboned. It's cooking over here. I put in my can of cream of chicken. I told you. Just a whole can of cream of chicken. Now we're just gonna let that be. And it was probably 3 legs and 3 thighs or something. I didn't really count them, but that'd be a good number. Got 2 things to say. William's back with me. And today is my oldest girl's birthday. She's 41 today. Happy birthday, Rhonda. I love you very much. Hope it's been a good one. Happy, happy birthday. Now, let me show y'all. Give me a knife to cut this with. Get them very thin. Too thin there. Maybe my thing wasn't wet as I thought it was. Now remember, I'm trying this because I just ain't never done that. I seen that recipe and I said, I'm going to modify that just a little. But what I want to do is get this going up like this. I see right now I'm going to have to put less flour, so I'm going to have to pick this up for a minute because I don't want all that flour to be in my... What do I do with that knife? I don't want all that flour to be in my casserole dish over there. So we're going to get less flour. Go. Like I told you, I'm learning too. Not to roll dumplings, but for this particular recipe. I'm going thin. Gotta have some flour on here because it'll stick every time if you don't. There we go. There we go. And we're just going to roll them up like this. Turn this down a little bit. We don't want all our juice to cook out of that. Now what I'm thinking as I'm doing this might have been better just to make a covering. I wanted to do it the way I saw it, but I may completely just roll this out and make a covering over that. I think I may just do that. I should have just let Dustin roll it. I don't know how he puts yeast and all that in his. But I'm going to just change it. He's going to come back and say, Mom, that ain't what you told me you was going to do. And I'll just have to say, I know, son, but that didn't work. But I want this cheese up in here. So I have to do it totally different than what I was thinking I was going to do. So I'm going to just do this. Because I'm going to roll that cheese in that. You'll see. I literally am putting the cheese in the, and I done forgot. So I'm going to put I was going to put mozzarella, and now I done forgot, so I'm going to have to put the mozzarella on top. Put both, I guess. Oh well, I'm learning as I go. Because what I had talked about was putting the mozzarella in it and the cheddar on top just for making it pretty. It was going to strictly be for aesthetics. But here we go. I'm going to have it like this now. Because I done let this cheese out. But it's going to have mozzarella on top. Bet y'all were not expecting this, were you? You could tell I like cheese, how much I keep putting a little bit more. This is, let me show y'all. That looks good. I could just eat that. Put that over some rice. I bet that'd be real good. I want to stand on that side, but move you. Again, I just want to tell Rhonda happy birthday. I love you. Get this all up in here like this. All up in here like this. You want the whole thing covered. This flour out my way. So I'm going to cut these here in a minute. Can y'all see? And that's why we're going to have to freeze them. After I freeze them, you'll see what I do. And I'm going to stand on the other side now that y'all see what I'm doing. Put a little more cheese in this one. Okay. Now we're going to get our pan. I'm just going to pick them up. Because remember, we got to freeze these. I'm going to turn this on down a little bit because now I don't want my juice all to cook out while these are getting cold. And you know how you'll put biscuits on top of chicken stuff? That's where I came up with the name pot pie pizza. And I'm rolling this dough out like a pizza dough is why I said pizza. And it may not be nothing like that when it's cooked. I guess we're going to find out. Y'all hear that rain? I'm so sick of I don't like rain anyway. I'm trying to get some of this cheese on this one. Again, I love the cheese. Now I'm going to go put this in the freezer. On this mess I made. I sure hope this turned out anything like I think it is. Either way, this video will be shortened and we'll do it in the kitchen again. Y'all don't forget, pray for your neighbors, pray for your people, pray for our country. This virus, it's awful. And we'll be back with our finished, right now we calling it, I don't know why I can't remember. Pot pizza. That's what we're calling it. Y'all gonna have to stay with me so I can have half of mine, but don't that look good? I'm gonna laugh at myself for forgetting and being crazy. I'm gonna eat me a little bit of that while y'all wait. Thanks. And remember, YouTube. Do it in the kitchen. Like, subscribe, turn on your post notifications. Alrighty. Here we have some more. We're going to do it in the kitchen. They're frozen. See that? First thing, I'm going to get over here. What do we always do? Wash our hands. While I was away, I done cleaned up the mess. And this cooled down a little bit, so I turned it back up. So I want it to be good and hot. Got the oven heating. I think I got it on 375, but I don't cook nothing that low, so I may turn it up to at least 400. I think I will. It's 390. We're gonna pick a crazy number. This is smoking hot, so that's good. Let's see what these look like. Remember, I ain't never done this, so I don't know what I'm gonna get. Got our pan. This chicken ought to be greasy enough it shouldn't stick. So we're just gonna, I may just pour it in here just to not make a mess. I'm just gonna make a mess. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pour it in my pan. I'm gonna put these on top. And remember what kind of cheese I told y'all? The kind I was supposed to put in there and forgot. And I tasted this a little bit. Actually, I made my husband said he was hungry, so I made him a burrito out of some of this. And as I was putting some cheese on it, I was thinking that probably tastes like that. I wouldn't have to roll all this out. But anyway, since I did, level off our chicken. So we want to have some chicken in every bite. Oh, that looks good. Like I said, I tasted it a little. And I don't know that there's a right way to place these on here, so I'm just going to go to placing. And we'll come back and add some more if that don't look just right. If we ain't got enough, we'll separate them a little bit. Well, it looks pretty good too. There we go. Okay. You bring this over here so y'all can see. Put it down. And remember, I'm going to put some cheese over it. Next time I know to use about double that much. Instead of 1 cup of flour, we'll use 2. Instead of a half a cup of shortening, we'll use 1. And a whole cup of milk, because we need a little more than what we have. But, like I said, this is a recipe that I'm just making it up as I go. So, I don't know what to do with it. We're just going to roll with it. I'm going to make y'all some lasagna one day. That is what my kids say I do best. Everybody, when I make lasagna, They want me to make 15 pans because everybody wants their own. Now, except Rhonda. Now she likes the lasagna. But, and it's her birthday today. That's my oldest girl. Happy birthday, baby. I love you. She likes for me to make broccoli and chicken casserole. This is looking good. Oh, there goes my oven. It'll be good and hot. Daddy's in there getting ready. I hear him rustling around. He hadn't eaten all day, and so he was wanting something. He was eating pickles in a bowl. Have you ever? He eats bread and butter pickles, and I don't eat them at all. At all. Let me tell you. During COVID, downtime, I mean bad time, bad. That makes a little bit more. Sent that crazy Linda to the store. On my list, I had kosher dill pickles. Next thing on the list, bread. I would have bought kosher pickles and some bread. She bought bread and butter pickles. Have you ever? I don't know about that thing, but you gotta love her. She don't hurt nobody but herself. Nobody. And she is good to me. What's that pan doing up in there? I put that in there to dry. And there it sits. Get that out there. I'm mad about that. I washed that in there from, I don't know what I made in that. Don't forget. Anyway, we're gonna see. Well, we're still doing it in the kitchen. That is almost ready. So, I'm getting us some garlic toast ready. And I always make my own. I just take a loaf of bread and I butter it. I use real butter. My nephew loves it, so he said if he'd have known that when he was in college, he could have saved himself some money and had a good snack. So he wanted me to tell for the college kids how to make anyway. I just sprinkle some garlic salt. Like I said, you know, we love salt. And then I put a little parsley. If it comes out, yeah, I just ain't gonna put no parsley on these, am I? And I'm gonna show y'all how this homemade recipe has turned out. It looks like it's really hot, so I'm gonna use these ones I won't get burnt with. Let's move this, because I'm going to set this here and then stick this in the oven. Probably going to need some more. It looks like it's turning out really good. I have to change that name. I don't know what name. How's that? Oh, that looks good, good. Told y'all it was going to be good. But anyway, I usually put it in a cold oven and put it on broil, but since this oven's already hot, it ain't going to take long. It ain't going to take near as long as it normally does, so I'm going to have to stand here and watch it. Alrighty. Here we are. I think we're going to call this pinwheel casserole. Couldn't remember to say pot pie anyway, could I? My bread's almost done. This casserole, whatever we call it, looks really good. We're going to call it nothing if it don't taste good, because we ain't going to make it again. You know, that's how a lot of good recipes are made. Just make up something. I make a chicken noodle casserole that we just made up that's really good. I make it all the time. Almost done. Almost. There you have